family, it's your girl Tyson Moss, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I talk about sexual wellness, fashion, lifestyle, career, and entrepreneurship advice. So if any of those things are of interest to you, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so you can become part of the family too. And from our returning viewers, hey family, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming back and clicking on another video from your girl. So as you see by today's title, we are doing another what's in your bag video. I don't know if people still watch these. I know I still do, but here I am to bring y'all another one. This is going to be Social Work Edition Part 2. If you haven't seen my first one, I will link it down below. But I did this like a few years back on my channel, and I talked about what I carry in my work bag and also a separate bag I use for like interventions and different type of techniques and tools that I use with my clients when I'm doing sessions with them. So if you guys are interested in seeing the intervention bag and all of that, I kind of pretty much use the same stuff. I've added more stuff to it, but I'm not going to be doing that in that video. Again, I'll have that listed down below if you guys want to check out that one. But today we are doing my updated one, okay? Because your girl done got her master's now and stuff, and we had to do a little bit more, you know, emphasis on what we carry. Now it might not be as much stuff, but it all just depends on where you particularly work at. So we'll get into all that stuff in just a second if you guys are curious. But if you are interested to see what all I have in this beauty right here, then y'all know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and keep on watching. So if you are new, I am still at my job I'm at currently, but I am doing new roles within that same job. I do still do a little bit of mental health skill building and intensive in-home just to increase my hours when it comes to obtaining my LCSW. But I'm now doing like outpatient therapy and assessments and stuff like that. So some of those things will tie along to some of this new stuff that I carry with me as well, if you guys are curious, and we'll get into that as we go along. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this, honey, because we ain't got time to be sitting up here talking all day, and I ain't got time to be burning up because, baby, it is hot in my room. I don't know what's going on. But anywho, all right, so let's get started with this. Now, this is more so for personal stuff for me, okay? As a lady, we always need to be carrying some type of feminine products with us, whether that is wipes, lip gloss, spray, whatever the case may be. You need to have one of these. So I got this from Amazon, and it's just in this Barbie thing. I don't know what's going on. I mean, y'all see kind of like the theme in my room. I've been in my pink era really, really bad. I've always been a pink girly, don't get me wrong. Like, pink is always my favorite color since I was a little girl. But in the last 2 years, I've become re-obsessed with pink. So I don't know the diagnosis for that or what, but anyways, so let's get into what's in here. So first I have some lip gloss, which this is my favorite, y'all. This is from Bath and Body Works. It's the menthol lip tint. Every time I buy this, I always get 3 at a time, and you get 1 for free because I just go through them that much. But I love it. That's what I have on my lips right now currently. It's just a perfect lip tint to make your lips look juicy, plump, and it also has like that little menthol taste in it to keep your brush smelling fresh, okay? Next thing I have here is this Hello Kitty ear, what is them things called? The ear swab things. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now, but if it comes to me, I will say it. Tips. There we go. What is ear swabs? Q-tips. You hold your Q-tips in here. It has a mirror in here as well. I want to say I got this off of AliExpress, but as y'all can see, I don't have no Q-tips in right now, so go figures. But that's great for keeping your Q-tips in. Again, another lip gloss because, hey, you can never have too many, right? This is from the Tree Hut brand, and it's just a regular lip butter. I wouldn't say this is necessarily lip gloss. It's more so like a moisturizer, if you ask me. These are some Charmin to go toilet seat covers. Sometimes toilet seat covers are not available in the bathroom, so now you gotta have your own. I got these from Five and Below. They were very cheap and affordable, but you always want to just keep stuff like this because you just never know, right? Next thing I have is some hand cream. I don't know about y'all, but any type of job where you're working with people directly, hands-on, whether that's nursing, sometimes social work because you're going into people's homes, all different types of stuff, you gotta constantly be washing your hands. And this is a really, really good hand cream, and it's in my favorite EOS scent, the vanilla cashmere. Smells amazing, and it keeps your hands nice and moisturized. Next, I have a brush. Currently, y'all see I have braids, so I really have no use for this, but it's always good to still have a brush, and it has a mirror on it as well. So that's that. Next thing we have here is some Poo-pourri, because sometimes, let's be real, you got to do what you got to do, and sometimes you can't do it at home. So in order to mask it, what you have, some Poo-pourri, okay? This is my favorite scent, the lavender vanilla. Y'all know I always stay with this one. I think I have another one in here too, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll get to that in just a second. If that is the case, I have some honey pot wipes or whatnot, because again, you always want to, you know, just have some good feminine products in your bag just to freshen up throughout the day, because you never know what you're gonna get into, okay? I have a cleansing cloth to wipe with my glasses. I do wear glasses. I just don't like to wear them when I film, because it's always like in a reflection or whatever when I'm, you know, recording. So that's that on that. I have another glasses wipe here. Next thing I have is some nail glue, because sometimes if you have a nail repair, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I keep this on me just in case my nail breaks or whatever and I'm not able to get to my nail tech as quickly as I would like. I use that. I have some Tylenol extra strength. I don't know what it is about this stuff, y'all, but like literally this is probably like my go-to when it comes to medications, like cramps, headaches, anything. That Tylenol extra strength, baby, it's gonna knock it out the park every time. I don't care what nobody say. So I always stay with that. Next thing is my cuticle pen for my nail tech. I love these. I feel like a lot of people are selling them now, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like my girl did it first. Okay, just me, I'm just saying. But I ain't seen nobody really with this until after I started getting this from my nail tech, and I've been getting this from her for probably 3 years now. I don't even know, but it's been a minute. But anyways, gotta have one of these, and you just use this to, like, you know, put on your nail cuticles to keep it nice and moisturized, so they don't be looking ashy or whatever. Next thing we have here is some oil absorbing sheets. These are used for days when you're looking a little more oily than normal. I might be looking oily right now because I'm baking. Okay, it's a lot of lights going on around me, so forgive me if I look like a bottle of Crisco. This is from, like I said, Target, and they're just some oil sheets to help just to blot up the oils or whatever that are all over your face. The next thing I have here is some eye drops, because sometimes my eyes get dry and I need them to be moisturized, right? So we have some of those to help out with that. Then we have here is some scissors. They're really small, but I just like to use these for, I don't know, cutting my lashes, or you'd be surprised, you be needing scissors sometimes. So always gotta have some scissors on you. Of course, we gotta have some tampons or some type of feminine product when it comes to, you know, your menstrual cycle, because you just never know. You never know who else needs one. So we have here is hand sanitizer, because again, we always want to make sure that we are being cleanly on the job and keeping ourselves as safe as possible. So this is just a spray one. It's very easy to carry. Spray it, rub your hands together, keep it going. Next thing we have is a broken up comb. Wow. I don't know how this happened actually, but yeah. Broken up comb, ladies and gentlemen. Dior lip gloss. This is in the color not Dior Addict. I'm screaming. I don't know what color this is, y'all. If I can figure out the name, I'll put it on the screen. But this is what it looks like. It's in this pretty pink violet color, and it has like some type of plump material in it that makes your lips more plumper or whatever. Like it has like a lip max. That's why it's called lip maximizer. It's supposed to make your lips plumper. So that's that. I have another bottle of Tylenol in here because clearly I love it, right? I have another small Poo-pourri, and this one is a little bit more for my ladies that carry a smaller bag or whatnot. It's more efficient for you to carry it on the go. This is in the tropical hibiscus scent. Next thing I have here is some floss picks. I love floss picks when I'm like on the go, whatever, when I'm eating something like at lunch or whatever. Food always gets caught in my teeth. I don't know how, but it just does. So I gotta keep some of these to make sure that we are good to go. Another eyeglass wiper and some more wipes. Another lip gloss from Bath and Body Works, the menthol one that I told you guys about, but this is in a different scent. A BC powder that looks like it is on its way out the door because it is all crumbled up. Is boob tape. No explanation, just yeah. Hair tie, you know, you never know when you need to tie your hair back. And that is it. That was in my hygiene cosmetic bags or whatever. So now let's get on to the good stuff, shall we? So again, this is what my bag looks like, y'all. This is the bog bag in the medium size, they say. Wish it was just a little bit bigger. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that they missed the mark with just making this bigger, because the 3 sizes that they offer for the bog bags is the baby ball bag, which is extremely small, this one, which I think this is the little ball bag, and then they have the original ball bag, which is humongous. Like, it's pretty much, it looks like a carry-on. So I feel like they kind of missed the mark when it came to sizing with this. It does fit mostly everything I need, but it kind of looks a little stuffed and packed sometimes. But anyways, I got the little inserts and stuff like that from Amazon, and then the plushie thing I got from Amazon as well. And I always get compliments on this. I had this little girl come to me yesterday. It was like, oh my gosh, I just had to tell you I love your bag. So I always think it's just fun. Like, the ball bags are just a great way to just be creative and just dress up, you know, a regular bag and make it look original into your own. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with what's in here. First things first, we have a pencil pouch. I got this from Amazon, and y'all already know, as a social worker, what do we always need? Pens, pens, pens. So I have some pens right here, pink and black, because that's my favorite color, of course. I have another pen in here that is a heart-shaped one. I got one from my homegirl. She got me from Cancun. And else is another pen in here, y'all. I have a stapler because sometimes you need to staple your stuff. So gotta keep that. Mini lights. I don't know where I got this from. I think this was a gift, but I guess this is supposed to help. I don't know. Some extra stapler inserts. More pens, you know. And then, of course, sticky notes, because sometimes you never know when you need to, like, quickly write something down that a client told you, whether that's a number, maybe something that you might forget and you are not aware of. Sticky notes are a great way to make sure you're keeping up all that stuff. And the rest of the stuff that's in here, y'all, is like clips to like keep your documents and stuff together, you know, little stuff like that. So that's that. All right, the next thing we have here is, this is like a personal thing that I do for my particular job, but this is where I keep like some of my documents that I need to turn in every week. So we have to turn in like our notes and stuff like that physically still. We don't have an online format yet. That is something that they said they're working on, but I just keep my Notely documentation in here, and then on whatever day I have to turn it in, I just, you know, take it out of here and I hand it to the people that work at the office. So I keep all that stuff in here. Sometimes I might keep, I'm not going to turn it because I don't want to show the people's names, but sometimes I'll keep a sticky note of like different stuff that they might tell me at the office when I come by or whatever, pertaining to different things. And this particular folder I got from Dollar Tree, surprisingly. Dollar Tree has a lot of good stuff, and it just has all these different inserts in it, so I can keep all my stuff separate, like my human resource documents, everything of that sort. So that's that. The second thing I have in here is some protective folders, and I keep these in my bag because some days where I want to drop off my documentation early before they're actually due, or maybe I got to go out of town or something like that, and I don't want to go into the office, or I can't go into the office. They have a drop box downstairs, so I'll just put my documentation paperwork into there, and then I'll just physically put it in the box, and I'll be on my way. So this is really, really convenient, and you know, probably you guys can benefit from it too, especially like if you're going and giving your clients something or whatever. You want to always make sure that protecting their business is priority. So you want to keep their stuff in something that is not transparent, you can't see through it, so nobody else can know what's going on, and you know, HIPAA violation, all that good stuff. The next thing we have in here is this snack bag, which has no snacks in it. Go figure. I've been trying to cut back a lot or whatever, y'all, so yeah, that's why. But also too, I had got a bunch of candy and stuff stuck in here because I left it in here in a while, and you know, it's so hot outside right now, it literally melted together. So I just cleaned this out recently, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not putting nothing in here for right now. But usually I did have snacks in here, like some little candies, just to, like, you know, give me something, keep me going throughout the day. You need a little pick me up sometimes. So that's what that was for. The next thing I have here is a desk reference for the DMS manual. If you are in psychology, social work, anything of that realm, you know what the DSM is. This is like the manual book for diagnosing clients and stuff like that. So now that I do assessments and all of that, which an assessment is kind of like a shorter term for biopsychosocial. And if you guys don't know what biopsychosocial is, it's biological, psychological, and social factors in our clients' lives, or anybody's lives, right? When you're doing a snapshot and pretty much talking to them, asking different questions in the variation of all those categories I just said, to see and understand how this person became the way that they are. Okay, and so after doing the assessment, that'll lead us to the point where we have to give them a diagnosis. So based on whatever you guys tell us during the assessment process, we're going to have to diagnose you guys with something because of billing or whatever. Now, of course, it is unethical to just give a client any type of diagnosis. So a lot of the times people like to give adjustment disorder or something like that when they don't know what to particularly give a client as far as a diagnosis, because you never want to properly diagnose somebody. But again, you also have to diagnose due to billing. So as y'all can see, it's just like I said, a shorter version of just a DSM, because the DSM is huge and it's big. So I carry the smaller one with me because it's more compact. But it has up here like breathing related sleep disorders. I mean, it has PTSD disorders. It has pretty much all the disorders you could think of up here. Obsessive compulsive disorder. This is hallucination-induced mental disorder. And this is great too for me to take on the go to study for, you know, my LCSW test and stuff like that, even though I won't be taking it until another almost 2 years. It's just something to just have so you can just get better at your diagnosis and being able to do your assessments better when you are working alongside your clients. All right, the next thing I have here is a little folder or whatnot, and this is perfect for just keeping all your client stuff separately. So I have all my clients like activities, paperwork, things of that sort in here separated by name and things of that sort. So I don't want to show too much. I'm probably going to have to blur out some of the stuff, but I just keep everything separate. So like in one folder, I'll have like client activities that I can do with them, worksheets or whatever, or handouts, things that I might want them to know about. And then like, again, I have everybody's name separate in here so I can know, like, based on whatever that they are having issues with or what they got going on, like I can know what to work on them with, or, you know, whatever type of handout and thing that I feel like is interesting for them to utilize in session, I will make sure I drop it into their folder as well. But this is just a great way for me to stay organized on the go. My job is very drive and go to people's homes and stuff like that, and so I don't really have time to like sit down. Sometimes of course I will sit down and do my documentation and stuff when I can, but this is perfect for the people that are on the go. Like, of course I would advise maybe getting like a bigger file folder when it comes to holding your client stuff in if you had an actual desk job, but this is perfect for me since I'm on the go, and it's pretty big and it fits quite a bit in here. So that's that. Next thing I have here is just like a clipboard. A clipboard I feel like is always essential too, because when you are meeting with clients and you need to write stuff down, you want to have something hard to write it down on and for them to sign whatever things that you need them to sign to. It has like a little clip on there so you can be able to just clip your papers in there easily. Let's go inside and see what's in here. So I do have a blank notepad to just write down information, especially when I'm doing assessments or when I'm going and meeting a family for the first time. This is a great way for me to like jot down a lot of different stuff so I can be able to, like, you know, remember some things that I need to write down further in the assessment too, especially if I can't keep up with it on my computer. I have some transcripts and stuff in here from when I was, you know, figuring out my school stuff and sending in my paperwork for my LCSW. This is just some psychological terminology and also some other things that was given to me, like clinical documentation to kind of help me write it a little bit better. I'll put it up here. Maybe you guys can screenshot it if you want. So I try to keep all my stuff pertaining to like my LCSW journey in this folder to kind of help with that. This also has dividers in it too, so you can divide all of that stuff up. In the back here, I have some practice tests and answer keys that were provided to me as well, so I can review and also work on trying to figure out what is going to be on that test and getting myself prepared for it. I know it's some ways away, but again, the earlier you start, the better. Something else that I had in here, some other things, like this is the method that I use in my particular job. Sometimes you have the SOAP method and sometimes you have the BERT method. We use the BERT method for our notes, which is behavior, interventions, response, and plan. We have also some other documentation terms. You guys can screenshot that as well if you want to utilize that in this as well. Because the biggest thing is you always want to learn how to like just write more when it comes to like clinically. I feel like that's one of the hardest things about social work is the documentation. You want to just make sure that you sound like, you know, you got some common sense. And again, this is just some of the test questions and answer keys or whatever. I do want to start doing like some study with me's and things of that sort. So if y'all are interested in that, let me know. I will try to go live here sometimes. And we can kind of like study and all that good stuff when it comes to like the LCSW test and all that and whatnot. But that's that. Okay, so the next thing I have here is my iPad. And my iPad can come in handy for times where I need to sign documentation for clients or whatever. This is what my lock screen looks like. I do have the pen as well, which is very, very convenient. I feel like iPads were made for people like in social work, teachers and stuff like that too. Anybody where you're doing a lot of documentation, I feel like an iPad is really, really helpful. Like you can go up here and like, again, you can sign documentations. When you need to fax things over, you can scan documents, send it over. It's just super, super convenient. And I just love having an iPad because, like, again, it just really is a lifesaver when it just comes to just making your life easier and not having to do too much, because we already do a lot as it is. So this just kind of helps to alleviate that stress to some degree. The next thing I have here, of course, is my handy dandy MacBook, y'all. This MacBook is the MacBook Pro. I believe of this one, again, like I do my documentation and my assessments or whatever. We don't get personal computers for my job or whatnot because we're kind of like independent contractors in a sense or whatever. So you use your own personal laptop, which I don't mind. It is what it is. So yeah, this is what I use for all my documentation, and I'll take this with me sometimes when I go to a client's house. And again, I have to do an assessment or something of that sort. I'll just type it up with this. So yeah. Another good thing that is an investment that I always tell people to get is a hard drive. Oh my God, I cannot stress this enough. I've been in a situation before where I used a, what is them things called? Like a regular, I guess you could say, USB flash drive. And I completely lost all my information on it because it broke. And so I always encourage people to get a actual solid state hard drive. I repeat, solid state hard drive. Do not get a regular disk hard drive, and do not get like a regular USB. Invest and get that solid state hard drive, y'all, so you can be able to have your documents in a safe place, because I'm telling you, you are going to be up ish creek if you end up breaking this thing and all your documents is gone. Oh my God, I wouldn't know what to do. So anyways, I always just tell people to just invest in one of these, because it is worth it to me personally, just to have your stuff up there. You could be able to just plug this in your computer or any other device that you need to pull up all your documents, files, or whatever else you may need when it comes to using this. All right, y'all, we're getting down to the wire. We're getting down to the wire. Another flash drive in here, as y'all can see. I have 3, if I'm not mistaken. I have my wallet in here. Spade, of course. Y'all know I love Kate Spade still. This has my debit cards and my ID and things of that sort in there. So that's that. I have some wipes, Clorox wipes, which are about to be empty. But I just use these when like leaving, like to wipe down like my phone, my laptop, any other electronic device I use that I was in there. I use that to wipe that down as well as my pens and other stuff that I let my clients use while I was there too. Next thing I have here is Lysol. Same thing again. I might spray this in the car, spray this on my products, things of that sort once I leave out of the home. Now, I probably wouldn't spray this while I'm there because they might get offended. I never want to offend your clients, okay? So, again, just wait till you leave out to start spraying everything down and doing what you need to do. But definitely going to keep some Lysol on us because the Rona is still out here. People been getting cases once again, so it's better to be safe and sorry. The next thing I have here is... oh, this was an intervention that I did with a client. I had challenged them to come up with a task that they could do for the week and accomplish, and then they were supposed to tell me what they did, and they wrote down to help someone. So I don't know how this ended up in my work bag. This is supposed to be in my intervention bag, but here it is. Next thing we have here is my AirPods. I do have it in this Barbie case. And I have the AirPod Pros, and I feel so about these. I love AirPods, but I hate the fact that the little ear stubby things, it be falling out of my ear or whatever. But I guess that's partially my fault because I lost the other inserts for it. But that's another story for another day. AirPods in general, though, are definitely an essential. It's needed just for you to be able to just hands-free talk to people. Especially if you're on the go a lot. These are perfect items to have. All right, we have some more wipes in here. I have a receipt from Barnes and Noble. I have some more BC powder in here. I have, this is I think the end of, oh, this is the end of my Apple Pencil thingy. This went to like one of my lanyards for my job. This is like a USB insert for my hard drive. And then I think that's it, y'all. And this is what my bag looks like. It's a little dirty at the bottom, so don't judge me. But, and this is the little insert that I keep that other little stuff that y'all just had. And this thing too did not come with the bag. I added that on there as like another cute little insert. So I'll show y'all real quick one more time the bag in its glory. And I got my ball bag from the original website, and they'll run you about this particular size $60 something or whatever. So just to be aware if you are curious to see how much it costs. But I'll have everything linked down below that I can link or that I can remember to link or whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching what's in my social work bag clinical edition. If you guys have any questions about anything that was mentioned in the video, be sure to leave it down below, and also leave down below what are some things that you leave in your bag. I'm always looking for new things to put in my bag, or new things that I feel like that are essential or needed when it comes to just being in this field, or just in general being a girl, because I just like to buy stuff too, because kind of got a little shopping problem. But anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of this video and you subscribed to the family yet, what are you waiting on? Click on that red subscribe button down below before leaving out. Thank you guys so much as always for watching this video, and you already know I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.